Hey everybody, welcome back. And in this video we are going to solve some linear equations, one variable, that involve fractions. And I know from experience that this is not something people like to do, but it's something we need to know how to do, and we've got to face them. So to get started here, we're going to do example 4, which is a little bit simpler than some we'll run into, but it's a good one to start with. So let's see what's going to happen with 4. So we have 7 is equal to 1/2 of x plus 2. All right, so the way you clear fractions is like this. You take a look at the denominators, right? And you multiply the entire equation by the LCD. And you might say, why the LCD? Because watch what happens. I'm just going to put something in a little box over here. If you have a fraction, I don't care if it's 1/7. If you multiply 1/7 by 7, they're going to cancel. It doesn't matter what the numerator is, watch. If you have 3/7 and you multiply him by 7, it's no longer a fraction, it's a 3, right? So you multiply by the LCD and it will clear your fractions. And in this case, we don't have an LCD other than just 2. Those whole numbers are over 1, so we don't even put them in our thinking about this. So our LCD happens to be 2. All right, so we're going to come over here and multiply this equation by 2. That means we need to hit both sides. So 2 times 7 is 2 times 1/2 x plus 2. There. All right, this becomes a 14. 2 times 1/2 is 1. These are reciprocals of each other. 1 times x plus 2 is x plus 2. Now we're left with just subtracting 2 from both sides, and we find that x is 12. All right, and I hope that was helpful. To check it, 12 plus 2 times 1/2 is 7. So that works. We're going to do another one that's a little more complicated now. We're going to take a look at example 5. And in this case, we will need to look for an LCD. It is not just the one denominator, so this will be a good one to learn on. And I'm hoping I can get a few of you to do this. So this will be a good one to learn from. So example 5 looks like this. Example 5 is 3x plus 4 over 4. And that's not a 4, y'all, it's a 7. And we have 2x plus 1 over 10, and that's equal to -1. Same game plays here. We need to multiply by the LCD, but first we need to figure out what that is. LCD is. All right, so what LCD is defined to be the product of each distinct factor, take the highest power of each. Well, 4 is a 2 times 2, which is a 2 squared. 10 is a 2 times 5. The distinct factors are 2 and 5, but he has a power of 2, right? Because that's a 2 squared. So in other words, it's 4 times 5, it's actually 20, right? So the LCD is actually 2 squared times 5, which is 4 times 5. So we're going to hit this equation with a 20. So 20 times 3x plus 7 over 4 plus 20 times 2x plus 1 over 10, and that's equal to -1. Now I might have to write a little smaller to fit this line in, then I'll clear the board and we'll finish it up. But what's going to happen here is you needed to divide that 4 into the 20, right? Because this is actually becoming 20/4, which is a 5. So 4 goes into the 20, gives you a 5. You're still multiplying to 3x plus 7. And we come over here, 10 goes into the 20, gives you a 2. Or you can look at it as 20 tenths. You're still multiplying to 2x plus 1. And you know what I messed up? I didn't multiply this guy times 20, right? So that's going to be negative 20. All right, so there's our beginning. So let's summarize. What did we do? We said first we're looking at our denominators. There's a 4 and a 10. This is 2 squared. That's 2 times 5. We have to take 2 squared times 5. So we want each distinct factor, take the highest power of each one. Somebody might say, well, you could multiply them together and hit them with a 40. You could do that. It's just going to make your numbers bigger. So a common denominator will also clear your fractions, and the product of these two denominators would clear your fractions also. That's true. I cleared that out so I have room to finish this thing up. Okay, so when we left off, we had 5 times 3x plus 7. And that was plus 2 times 2x plus 1. And that's equal to negative 20. Right? All right, let's work this thing out here. We get we're going to distribute 15x plus 35. Right, I went there, there. All right, and then over here we're going to get 4x plus 2 equals negative 20. All right, combining like terms. Remember, simplify each side. That's 19x plus 37 equals negative 20. All right. Next, I think we need to subtract 37 from both sides. And we find that we now have 19x equals negative 57. And finally, we need to divide by 19 on both sides, right? So x is equal to negative 3. All right? Kind of a messy one. Took a little bit of work. The key point is clear those fractions out, and that makes them a whole lot easier. Let's see if we can knock this one more out. This video is going to be a little bit long. We got a good one here. All right, so I want to knock this one out too. And this one is one a lot of people would avoid, but I want to use my same method of knocking this out by multiplying by the LCD and show you how nice that can be. All right, so let's see. Let's get the tablet out and rewrite this thing here where we can work on it. So we got 1 is equal to 4/5 minus x minus 4/5 plus 5/4 x. And in this case here, and when I say multiply by the LCD to clear all of your fractions, it's clear that the LCD is 5 times 4. It's 20, just like it was last time. So we're going to multiply everything in here by 20. All right, so I'm going to have 20 times that 1, 20 times 4/5 minus 20 times x minus 4/5 plus 20 times 5/4 x. All right, so that's just a 20. This should be all of our fractions gone now. Look, 5 goes into 20 4 times. 4 times 4 is 16. So we get 16 right there. Minus, and let's distribute this. Negative 20 times x is negative 20x. 5 goes into 24 times, multiplies to 4, so we get positive 16. Right, this is actually negative 20 times that negative 4/5. And over here, finally, on this side, we've got 4 goes into 20 5 times, 5 times 5 is 25. That's 25x. See how I'm doing that? 4 goes into 20, 5 times 5 is 25. All right, so we're going to collect some like terms now. So we got our 20 over here. And it looks like we can combine these two guys to get 32. You're 16. And negative 20 and 25 are 5x. And we'll subtract 32. And that's going to give me what, negative 12? And that's equal to 5x. So finally, I'm going to rewrite that over here in this box. These are getting kind of long. I got 5x equals negative 12 divided by 5, divided by 5. So x is negative 12 fifths. Oh, all right. Well, that's not a great number. Makes you think something might have went wrong, and checking that would be a little bit of work. So we're not going to do it in this video. Anyway, that was a good stab at solving some linear equations. There's also decimals we should talk about, but maybe we'll do that when the necessity arises. If you refer back to these videos, try to clear your fractions and adopt that method. And I do have one more way to show you. In the next video, we're going to talk about how you can do these with Desmos. And I hope you do watch that one because it can make some of this easier. All right, thanks for watching.